Cancer, this is your you versus them reading. It's oh my god tarot. And here we go. We got tons of fruit flies in the house tonight. Those red ones, like, you know those ones that when the light shines on them you see all this thick redness? Ew. Ew. So gross. But yeah, I have a few of those. I hope I don't freak out. I'm not promising I won't. Let's just get into your reading, you versus them. So I'm going to pull three theme cards from the Romance Oracle deck. That's going to be the theme of the reading. That's going to be the, underlying situation between the two of y'all. Then I'm going to pull some just regular Rider Tarot cards. And I'm going to do like about 3, maybe some clarifiers, I don't know yet. For you versus them. Okay, so here we go. Let's do it. Let's do this. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. Cancer, your situation, what is it? Unrequited love. Oh God, Cancer. I love you though. Past life relationship. I'm okay with that. Past life, you might feel it. You might be feeling the type of love that you deserve. You got that playfulness to it. Right, your approach to relationships needs to be playful, 100%. That's when a Cancer is truly a Cancer, when they're being all silly. You guys love that. You guys are all creative, bubbly. Very lovely sign. Very cute sign. The cutest sign, probably. Male or female, the cutest sign. Hands down. Let's move that out of the way. So, now we're going to zoom in so you guys can get a better look at these beautiful cards. Alright, here we go. Unrequited love. We'll all be Cancer. Haven't we all been there? There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. God! Don't you hate it when you like someone and then they just the way that they just don't like you exactly. They just don't like you back. Like, what the heck? Buddy, I will do anything. And you just, okay, fine. I would advise, because Cancers feel things so deeply and you guys don't like taking rejection and all that stuff, I would do it the way that I just said it. Just make it a joke. Like, ooh, I want them so bad. But they just, like, are not that into me. It's just like, just laugh at yourself, because it happens to everyone. And even them, that person that doesn't feel that way back, like, it's just, they will be rejected too. So please believe it's fine. Sometimes we need to look for that vengeance so that we can move on. But it's okay. Past life relationship, you have known each other before. You might even feel so tied to this person. You might feel like, oh, I feel like I dreamt about them and they came to real life and they just don't know that we're meant to be. Damn it, I felt that way about all the members of NSYNC at one point. And I'm just like, no, forget all these girls. I can't even imagine how many girls they were saying. You were meant for me, Brian Littrell. Like, you were meant for me. Then he got married. Okay. It's just, this whole unrequited love thing really hits home. We all go through this, especially during high school, right? Like, there's always someone that you just takes you back. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Nobody likes when you're all salty and jaded in relationships, thinking all guys are the same, all guys are gonna do X, Y, Z. It's pretty brutal. So it is always important to be fun and playful and in an authentic way. Like, to go outside and wear a mini skirt and be like, no, I'm just trying to be cute, just to be cute because I'm cute. And, well, okay, that's not it. That's a terrible example. But going out there and being in your element, being a dog walker, volunteering time, going out to have fun, going to candle making plant, whatever it is that makes you so happy, makes you laugh, makes you giggly, puts you in that good mood, go do that. Go be yourself. Go remember who you are and, be around the people that pull that out of you. And get out of your comfort zone. That's the biggest part of it, is just being playful, being yourself, so that while your light is shining, all these moths will come to the light to see you, to get burned, hopefully, the balls in your court, and you can feel good and happy, and that there's nothing that makes you feel playful that will lead you astray. So let's get into the spread of it all. Alright, Cancer. Unrequited love. Get out of here. I'm telling you, if people don't want a Cancer, then they're just not, don't look for too much into it. There's something wrong with them. Keep it moving. Don't focus on them too much. There's obviously something wrong with them if they're not into a Cancer. But let's do the you versus me part. We got you. You got them. You. Them. You. Them. Okay. Okay. It's like that, eh? Okay. So, yeah, this angle is just not conducive to you guys seeing them. But let's see what we can do. So the first card that you guys got, it's interesting. You got the Three of Cups. I never want to jump to the conclusion that there's a third party situation, but at the same time, I know people are out here in these streets being shady. So I'm not going to just dismiss that. You have the Three of Cups in reverse. That's like, that really does remind me of third party situations. It bugs me, bothers me. Some of you guys are dealing with that. You know, you could be feeling backstabbed. It could be a closer relationship than I'm even picking up on, because you have the Ten of Swords right there behind it in reverse. You got stabbed in the back, and you've been seeing yourself as a victim for far too long. Seems like there was a third party situation that took you by surprise and deaded a situation just completely to the end, no point of return. There's no coming back from it. Type of disconnection. The Three of Cups, what was supposed to be a celebration, this could be a friendship betrayal type things. Like, this is supposed to be three people celebrating, but they cut you out of it. Or there's just deception or something off. Something that should be a celebration is otherwise not. Like, why? There should be the three of you getting along, but you're not, because there's a third party situation between you and them. There's a third party, and it's not cool. You have the Ten of Swords in reverse. This is like you've been playing the victim, but perhaps your role as the victim has been going on for too long. That's why it's in reverse. It's like, yes, you are the victim, but because you keep talking about it, then people kind of lose sympathy, and it just becomes annoying. And that's something you maybe want to be conscious of. You know, if there's unrequited love, there's no point in talking about this person to people all the time, because they're not, like, unless they do something, a clear effort of interest, a clear gesture of love or anything like that, there's nothing to talk about. So, you know, a lot of friends get annoyed, but they don't say it. They don't want to hear about a person that might be a crush or anything like that for like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Like, that means they're not a relationship. So maybe you have to come to grips with that. Even if you feel a strong connection to them, unless you're going to act and take a leap of faith, then it's really for everybody, every outside party that's not in your inner world, it's probably going to be annoying. And I only say that, I'm not annoyed by it, but like, I would say that just because the people around you are seeing the victimness and they're not, it's at the point of martyrdom. Like, I really want him, but, you know, I really want her, but you're just talking about it too much, or you're just making yourself a victim too much. Go for it. Get out there. Right? You have the Knight of Wands, which is somebody who takes action, okay? This is somebody who goes after the research. After the research of the Page of Swords. Knight of Swords gets on out there, and he's the meat. He's the muscle. He goes out there to enforce the plans that are set in motion, that come from the information of the Page of Swords. He goes there to send a message, take action, go out there for battle, to fight for whatever the beliefs of their kingdom or their background, their tribe, their whoever wants to, you know, they carry out those deeds, carry out those tasks, carry out those missions. That's what the Knight is. And so it seems like you're kind of wanting to step on out there and take a not leap of faith, but you guys want to take action, and you're inspired. You're feeling like you should take action, like you want to be the initiator of everything, like feel like you need to do all the work to make this work. And I just don't know about that. But that's your feeling of approach. This person, they're not very hardworking. They're very lazy. They're not putting in enough effort, whether that be with you or just their work life, or even their health. Like, they're not putting in any type of effort at all. They're not trying to. They're not focused. They have other things going on. They're not putting forth the effort for them to achieve what it is that they keep talking about or what they desire. They're not willing to work as hard, or they're just distracted by something. I don't know what, but it just seems like these two cards are very like driftwood for goodness. Like, this is someone who's focused, upright. This card would be, I'm focused, I'm doing a good job. It's completely independent of emotional distractions. It's like, I'm just doing the work. The work is coming out. Work is getting done. That's a good job, you know. But in reverse, this is like lazy. You're not focused. In fact, you're not even focused on the basic stuff that you should be focused on, like your regular responsibilities. This is just somebody who's not focused on something that they need to be focused on. And so that does definitely play into the unrequited love factor. They could be distracted by other people or other things, possibly just distracted by work. They don't have time for a relationship. You have the Seven of Pentacles, where perhaps that's even the scenario where they were working very hard and then you came along and it was distracting, and they just kind of are like, do I even want to do this with them, with you? You know, they were thinking, I don't know if this, even though this is growing between us, I'm not sure if this is really what I want. Like, I'm not sure I want this to grow. Like, they weren't as passionate, they weren't as like intense with the desire to, you know, grow the relationship or like build a bond. You know, they probably cut it short, even past life relationship, you feel a bond. They probably felt a connection and it scared them too. That's something like, it just feels like what could be hardworking, like you guys could work really well together. You guys could build your dreams together, like your internal world, financial, and merge that, and it could just look like the whole right scenario, but they could just be resisting. It seems like them. It seems like they're just fighting and they don't know all the facts, and they just like are just being explosive, reactive, and unwilling. You know, unrequited love usually. It's just like, are you taking advantage of the love that you're getting and you know that you can't return it? Is that what you're doing? These them people, this them person, you know, it just feels like you're giving, and then there's just you're just competing with somebody else for a situation where this person isn't even sure what they want, and that they're very like jerkish about it. Like they can be abrasive or aggressive or violent about this, and not necessarily a physical way. Like, they could be very dismissive, you know, they could ignore you viciously. They could just blatantly go out with somebody else and not beat around the bush about defining what the relationship is, you know, playing all those tactics where you just feel like you're being used, or you just feel like you're just unclear about what they want, because they haven't said it, they put you in some type of limbo where you're thinking about it, but really on the inside it's them that's thinking about what they're going to do, but you're just part of a story, and really they're your entire story. So it just feels so unbalanced, and I mean, unrequited love there. Again, it is important to be playful. I mean, this is a celebratory card for you. Like, it's normal that you would be, but perhaps like in a celebratory situation, you guys are a little bit like, you've developed some core belief where like, I don't want my friends to meet my partner because then it gets messy or whatever. But like, you guys have somewhat of a reservation about introducing your dude or your woman to your friends because of past situations. But I feel like on the them side or whatever, they really weren't that focused, and you could tell. You would notice like they weren't as focused on you as they could be, and that bothered you. You know, you could have even fought a lot because of this Knight of Swords. They're very sharp-tongued, if you will, rough around the edges, you know, and those are the things you would probably overlook and not really care about if you're so into them. But I mean, again, they have to be so into you for this to work out. So I mean, there it is. There's your you versus them reading. If you guys liked it, please give the video a thumbs up. I know I ended it abruptly. Hey, what do you want from me? And then subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!